This is Ghost of Gamers. I'm here with the one and only Jinro. You didn't manage to advance, but this whole event must have been a really great experience for you.
Yeah, it was good enough. It was like worth coming, even though I lost. I mean, I
Yeah.
went into it knowing I could lose first round because like 8 really strong players, but it's of course a disappointment still. Still, I mean, being back in Sweden can't
Yeah.
complain too much, right?
So, have you had any decent Swedish breakfast? I know you you said that in a couple interviews.
I've had some very, very basic, good, excellent
Yeah.
Swedish breakfasts that are actually cold and don't involve any rice.
Yeah. We talked a little bit earlier about all the commotion and everything. How are you dealing with it?
It's still great. It's still
Yeah.
great. It's not like you get this every day. So I haven't gotten to the point yet where I'm like running away from screaming
Yeah.
fans. It's just every time someone comes up, it's still really flattering, really great. So
Yeah.
I appreciate it, and I'm not feeling like any kind of stress from it at all.
So tell me a little bit about the games against White Raw. What happened? Any key points that you think you could have done better?
I think game one, I could have had a little bit better control with the first poke because I saw he had only 2 centers. So I'm like, okay, if I can invade his 4 fields,
Yeah.
I can kite his only solid army, and that would be a huge win for me. So
Yeah.
I tried, but I got too many units trapped, and I think I didn't have to do that. Like if I play my absolute best, I won't get trapped there.
Yeah.
But it's an easy mistake to make, and I made it. So that would be my biggest mistake in game one, I think.
Yeah.
And perhaps late game in that game, I shouldn't have been trying to attack at all. Just trying to get it as a really, really late game, which
Yeah.
is trying to stronger at that point after the patch. So game two, I think I should have won for sure.
Yeah.
I think my 2 big mistakes would be when I drop his main and go to kill 6, I should only attack with a small force at 6 because I only need to kill his Nexus or his probes, and I'm like way ahead. And then
Yeah.
I need to save my Vikings because if I don't have my Vikings, I can't defend my planetary
Yeah.
against the Colossus. So I think that's my mistake too. At the same time, I feel like I should be able to beat his army at that point because I have
Yeah.
like 200 energy Raven, I have lots of Vikings, I have good upgrades,
Yeah.
but apparently not.
So, if you were to compare this event to a regular GSL event,
In terms of like professionality, I would say they're very close, actually.
yeah.
Which is almost a little bit surprising, but you know, there's been a lot more media attention because it creates a little bit of an everyday thing. At least when you have like your weekly GSL match, it's
Yeah.
just gonna be, there's press there, but it's like you have a press room and there's people from all the sides.
Yeah.
They're not like hounding you for an interview
Yeah.
when you walk between like the booths, basically.
Yeah.
Of course, this is more of a one-off event.
Mm.
And it's hard to compare it. Therefore, I mean, if you have a GSL finals, a GSL final is going to be bigger.
Yeah.
If you have a GSL special event, it's going to be about the same size, I guess.
Yeah.
But it's much bigger than like a weekly game.
Yeah.
Like much bigger, of course.
Yeah. I read in an earlier interview that your mother said you're living the dream right now. You had the same dream since you were 12. How does it feel to have finally reached this goal?
I don't know. I mean, I'm really glad that I did, but at the same time, I'm not 12 anymore. So
Yeah.
if I'd reached that goal when I was 12, it would have been like you in Santa's toy
Yeah.
factory, basically.
Yeah.
But when I actually got here, I was a bit more grown up. So
Yeah.
I'm really happy I found like a vocation that I like, that I enjoy. That's
Yeah.
not a 9 to 5, basically. But it's not like I'm giddy, living a dream.
Yeah.
It's like approaching it kind of like like work.
Yeah. But did your expectations meet?
I would say they were exceeded actually. I mean, maybe not when I did 12 starry-eyed dream expectations,
Yeah.
but like you slowly start to realize there's actually downside. It's gonna be hard, difficult,
Yeah.
and I would say it was actually less so than I was sort of thinking it could
Yeah.
be. It's been like more fun than I actually thought it would be.
Yeah. So when did you realize that, man, I can be one of the best players in the world? I remember we did a Ghost Cup. No? Yeah, okay. Because I remember we did a Ghost Cup Invitational, and then Nazgul came to me and said, man, you should invite Jinro. He's really cool. And I was like, yeah, okay. I mean,
Yeah, it's been a while.
yeah.
I mean, the thing is, I never in either of the GSLs where I went far, or the MLG, I was never like, yeah, I'm gonna make it far this tournament.
Yeah.
I was like doing badly in practice before MLG, and then I go and win it. And I'm like,
Yeah.
okay. Then I play the next GSL. I'm like, I hope I can win a couple of the first games, and I
Yeah.
go to top 4. And I'm like, okay. And I play the next one, and I get like the super hard group. And I'm like, I'll advance, I hope. And then I
Yeah.
go top 4 again after 2 hard groups.
Yeah.
So I think by the time the next GSL came, I was probably a little, not like arrogant, but I was probably starting to feel like, okay, this is easy.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Yeah.
I'm realizing it's not so easy.
Yeah.
Gotta get back to the hard work.
Yeah. So, is there anything else you would like to say to all your fans at Gozo Gamers?
Well, I say thanks to every fan, really, everyone who showed up here, everyone who's watching at home. It's been absolutely amazing to meet so many people who are just like, they don't care if you lose.
Yeah.
We like you anyway. And it's usually after I lose games, after I lost World Championship games, I didn't speak to anyone. I just got into the car, I didn't even say a word to anyone.
Yeah.
I dodged dinner and just went and did nothing. So I was like depressed. But I felt sort of the same this time, but you can't really feel that way when there's still like 50 people who go, your autograph please, I don't care you lost, you played great. It's very nice, so I really appreciate it.
Yeah. One last question. Have you ever thought of moving back to Sweden? I know the Team Liquid, TLO, and some of the Dignitas guys are doing this Swedish pro gaming house.
The house is actually like a kilometer from my parents' house.
Yeah.
So less than a kilometer probably. It's like the same walk. Almost. If this was like a monthly event, I would really strongly consider it. But at this point, I really like the regularity of the GSL. I like having an opponent to prepare for every single time I'm going to game, basically.
Yeah.
I like the country a lot. I like the lifestyle. So at this point, no thoughts at all. If this were to become a regular event, I would definitely consider it though.
Yeah. All right. Thank you very much, man, for your time.